Right, so as you can hear, quite a mixed reaction to this planned shutdown tomorrow by the EFF. The Red Berets have vowed to put the country, or bring the country to a standstill. It's to highlight various issues of concern you heard from the Truckers Association. One of the big ones is the energy crisis. Well, let's get the views then of the Association of Mine Workers and Construction Union. It's AMCU. Joseph Mathunjwa is with us this afternoon, their president. Hello to you, Joseph, and appreciate the time. Are you in support or are you against the EFF national shutdown tomorrow? Good afternoon. Thanks for your time.
Hi, good afternoon to you and to your viewers. One should start by saying the shutdown is quite of importance. We cannot criticize them, but in as far as AMCU is concerned, AMCU is an organization that is driven by a mandate. Yes, they did write to us requesting a meeting to discuss such, but we couldn't have time because we have to consult with all the structures of the union, and after we have to engage with the members that will give us a full mandate. So therefore, we cannot be part of the shutdown because we never had time to consult with the structures and collectively agree and take that collective agreement or collective resolution to members to give us a mandate whether we should. But one can also say that South Africa does need a reset. The country is in tatters. The country is in autopilot, as one has said before. But I feel strong that the opportunity that we had to reset the country or to have a shutdown was on the 16th of August 2012, when the government massacred 34 mine workers. There was then a good opportunity to say this government is not what we elected you for, to massacre our own people who are fighting for the economic emancipation. However, yes, this country is directionless, and these happenings that are taking place in this country is a self-inflicted problems by the African National Congress, because if African National Congress was doing what they're supposed to do, no one will be having a shutdown today. But all this is their own makings.
So what will this shutdown, this national shutdown tomorrow, Mr. Mathunjwa, achieve, do you think? Apart from garnering an incredible amount of media attention, what do you think it's practically going to solve?
I think the shutdown, it won't solve any problem of South Africa. It's just to conscientize the leaders of the government to say, we are aware what you are doing. Can't you have a change of heart to look after your people? Look at the crime in this country. And especially we as AMCU, we've been making many clarion calls in terms of amendment of the constitution of this country, because we believe that the electoral system has to be changed. The president of the country must be elected by the people of the country, not by the political party. And furthermore, the amendment of the constitution, this constitution has been hijacked by criminals. So therefore, they know each and every sentence and dot and hyphen of the constitution. This constitution is no longer serving the interest of people of South Africa. So if we can have an amendment, any political party that will push the amendment of the constitution and a proper electoral system. And I think furthermore, the systems that we are in is not, serving. I think we have to move to another system. Maybe we should go for federalism, give power back to the people. So then we can have a proper accountability. Every person or every government official will have an accountability. But at this point in time, the country is in crisis.
One of the big demands, I'd like your thoughts on this, Mr. Mathunjwa, and I'm sure viewers can see it here behind me on this poster. I think I'm actually in shot at the moment, but one of the big demands for the EFF tomorrow is the resignation of Cyril Ramaphosa. Is that something that you yourself and AMCU support? Would you like to see the back of the president?
I think that it's a call to himself as a person. After all these shenanigans that are happening, if he's a president who finds himself and understand how the people feel about, as he said in the parliament, that why is he doing this job? In actual fact, to me, it's like hustling kind of a job that he's doing. And if the masses, they feel very strong about it, it's a call to his conscience to say whether I'm still fit to be, to be leading this nation after all this crisis that is following him. Every weekend, there is a massacre, whether it's Eastern Cape, all the provinces. There's a country of lawlessness. I've said it years, more than 2 years ago, to say this country is on autopilot. Secondly, I've said openly that this country is a failed state. No matter how much the media can try to cover and make a PR, in the presidency, but this country is a failed state. It needs more than a shutdown, and more need than a shutdown. If they could call a referendum to say whether, because it's a constitutional democracy, let them call the referendum to say, is it 2024 too far? Can we amend this constitution? Can we change the electoral system? Therefore, we cannot, but because it's a constitutional country, we cannot be seen that a president should be removed through other means without using the constitution that is before us.
Are you of the view that tomorrow, the concern that it could turn violent? What's your view on that? What are your concerns about that?
No, I don't think that tomorrow will be a violent shutdown. We had so many shutdowns in this country. Why? Because it's called by EFF. Now there will be, a violence. So, if people, they exercise their right within the ambit of the law, there shouldn't be any, we had strikes as AMCU, but there was no violence. Instead, the state is the one that has unleashed violence against us. In Sibanye, Stillwater, we had strikes. It's only the state and the capital who unleashed violence against us. If the EFF will be given an opportunity and its members, whoever is interested to be part of the shutdown without being provoked, I don't think there will be any violence. Why should we purport violence when they are protesting for what is good for the nation?
How concerned are you about the potential of heavy-handedness by authorities? Mr. Mathunjwa, we've heard Amnesty International talking about this, various other NGO groups, Right to Know, for example, asking for restraint on behalf of the police, possibly the SANDF. What's your view on the way government, and the authorities, the security authorities, should handle tomorrow?
I think if they can visit the recommendation of the Falam Commission, and if all those recommendations were instituted and given to all the hierarchies of the state police, they should be able to handle, this shutdown. Because I don't think anyone will be attending or be part of the shutdown for mere destroying buildings or whatsoever. They are there to voice the concerns that affect even yourself sitting there in the studio. The security, there is no security. There is no safety in this country. There is no water. We are in water crisis. We are also in the crisis of electricity. Everything is not working in this country. So therefore, they are raising those voices to say, we can't just be folding our hands and be silent, not raising these important issues. The crux of the matter is how will be conducted. And I believe also the police, the SAPS, they've learned from their mistake in Marikana and other protests, that has took place in this country. So therefore, they won't be, to be extreme in exercising their powers in protecting whoever that seeks to be protected. But I don't think that the EFF wake up in the morning to say, we are waking to go shut down and destroy everything. So those are the things that I believe they've got responsible leaders, that they should know that everyone has got a right in South Africa. So if even ourselves, if we had an opportunity to consult, maybe we could have been part of it. But unfortunately, we never had an opportunity.
And I appreciate the views of Joseph Mathunjwa this afternoon, AMCU president. If they had the time to consult, as he says, they were written to by the EFF, weren't given enough time. It seems they ran out of time to get a response back. But I appreciate the views of Joseph Mathunjwa, and I'm sure we'll speak again, Joseph. Appreciate your time this afternoon here on eNCA. So that's the view of AMCU this afternoon.